Pawn Stars is a show that's been on for a long time, like probably over a decade. And within that, there have been a few times where Funko Pops have shown up on the show. One time they brought in a box of fun full of rare Freddy Funkos, as well as some signed Stan Lees, some of the rarest in the world. And well, today we've got another time where Funko Pop showed up with a pretty special guest, so let's check it out.
Hello.
Hello, how can I help you?
I have some stuff for you. A Steve Aoki Funko Pop doll and top cards.
Now already, I think you guys know what I'm gonna say. Funko Pop dolls, just remove the word dolls at the end. But anyways, this is a clip about some Steve Aoki signed stuff, and as you guys can tell, there's a Steve Aoki signed figure as well as some Topps cards that he actually created with Topps. I believe he's done a couple different collaborations with them. I'm sure they'll touch upon it a little bit more, but that Funko Pop is what we're really looking at today.
Well, Steve is known for throwing cake. That's his signature trademark.
Cake is with the Funko Pop doll. I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell my autographed Steve Aoki Funko Pop doll and top cards.
Now this is interesting, they give you a bit of a blurb, but it says Steve Aoki Funko Pop and cards. DJ Steve Aoki started his own record label, Dim Mak, in college, in homage to his hero Bruce Lee. How interesting! Also a little fun fact, if you look on the cake inside the Funko Pop, it actually says Dim Mak right on it. So pretty neat, I didn't actually know that it was his record label.
So I'm a huge Steve Aoki fan and I've seen him in concert a bunch of times. And although these items are very important to me, I think because they're autographed, somebody else might appreciate them a little bit more.
Oh, hold on, another one popped up too. He's also the son of Benihana franchise founder Rocky Aoki. Oh, I never put two and two together.
I am hoping to get $2,000 for my autographed Steve Aoki Funko Pop doll and Topps cards.
You heard her, right? $2,000? $2,000. Okay, I'm not gonna check yet because I want to see what it goes for first, but I feel like we should probably look up maybe on like eBay or something to see what they're selling for because I'm kind of curious. But like I said, I want to find out what they actually offer her and what she actually gets for them. Let's wait a bit.
So me and a girlfriend actually went to a show, got some stuff hoping that he would sign them. She was lucky enough to get him to sign them for us.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Steve Aoki is an award-winning DJ, record producer. He's owned his own label since the late 90s. He first came on the scene, he was remixing songs.
Now, another thing that I want to say, and I think it's kind of interesting, is his signature, because it is kind of like those bubble letters, and I've never really seen something like that before. I also like the little X's in the O. It's pretty unique, so I can see why this one would go for more, but still, $2,000. I mean, let me know what you guys would pay for one of these.
Actually, in this Topps series of cards, it's a collab between Topps and Steve Aoki. He released 4 different waves of them. You can actually get cards in here that represent like some cake aspects on the card. And those are the rare cards that can be pretty valuable in the set.
Okay, so that is pretty interesting with the cards. And because it is $2,000, I really was just thinking about the Funko Pop at first, but they might be worth a bit too, especially if there could be something rare inside of them. Because I know with like baseball cards and stuff like that, if you get a super limited one or like something signed or maybe like a jersey or patch card, they could go for a good amount. So maybe that brings up the price a bit.
The Funko Pop, I mean, super collectible. Steve has done a couple of Funko Pops before. This is the most recent one he did, and Funko Pops are limited to a certain number. I'm not exactly sure how many this one was limited to, but they are very collectible because they're limited.
No, actually, when it comes to this Funko Pop here, I can give you guys a little bit of information on it. This is the second one out of the 2 that he's done. There was one exclusive to, I believe it was New York Comic Con a couple years back, where he had a blue cake, and I think he was wearing something a little bit different. This one here is one that you could find at pretty much any store that sells them, so like Hot Topic, GameStop, Box Lunch, you name it. That's why I was a little bit worried about that $2,000 price tag, and I know I've seen on the show thousands of times where they literally just go, I'll give you $100 when they said something crazy like $2K.
How much are you looking to get for both of these here?
I was hoping to get around $2,000 for both.
Okay, well, they are both autographed, and they both are something that was limited to a certain number.
When it comes to Chum saying limited to a certain number, I don't actually know if there is a specific number of them. It's kind of like any product where they just don't make an infinite amount of them, and I feel like I saw that one for a little while, so I don't know if he's maybe confusing it with the original one, but I don't think it was very limited, if you guys know what I mean. And now, like I said, every single Funko Pop is technically limited, they just don't have the number to go along with it, and that could be like 45,000 pieces. We have no clue.
You do have some good things going for you there. I would like to get the autograph authenticated though, because his signature is going to hold some good value on these rare items like this. Do you think you can meet me at another location just down the street in about 2 hours?
Yeah, I can do that.
I feel like we knew this was gonna happen, guys. A specialist was gonna be showing up, and I'm hoping it's somebody cool. Actually, I saw from the thumbnail, I know who it is. I'm not gonna spoil it yet, though.
I have someone coming down to authenticate these autographs.
Okay.
What's up, chump?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
It's Steve Aoki! Okay, I knew this and I'm sure you guys did too, but either way, I can't wait to see what he says about these. Like, is he gonna say that they're super rare? Are they limited? Because like I said, I don't know about the cards, but the Funko Pop, you can pretty much find it anywhere. Or at least anywhere that sells figures. You know what I'm talking about.
I have a Funko Pop and some of your Topps cards.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
And they're autographed by
Yeah.
you, supposedly. So these are like your personal curated
Yeah, curated
sports
set.
cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
pretty cool.
That is pretty interesting, and if they are super rare, also, if they're sports related, that would probably bring it up even more, because if it was just like Steve Aoki character cards, you know, like cards of him, it might not have as much value, but so many people enjoy collecting sports cards, so that, you know, could be maybe some of the 2K there, well, most of the 2K.
So I got this Funko Pop here. I think this is your second one, right?
Yeah. This is my second Funko Pop I did. This is the one that's more retail. This one's like pretty much in all the stores.
Aha! I knew it, everybody! It is the one that's in more stores, like, you know, GameStop, Walmart, wherever you could buy a Funko Pop, so it's probably going to be lower than that 2K she was expecting.
What do you think about that signature? Does it look like you put it there?
I mean, when I really look at the details, I know exactly where I start the pen. I always like sign a certain way. So these are authentically my signatures.
Okay, so that is pretty cool. They are his signatures on the actual Funko Pops, and I feel like why would they have brought them on if they weren't? But either way, it's pretty cool.
You're known for doing the cake throw, and I was hoping maybe you could give me a little advice. Maybe just with like the pillow right here, yeah, you know?
You know what? This will work fine. Yeah, I mean, when you do a good cake throw, you want to make sure it's nice and level. But yeah, so anyways, let me show you how to do it. I'm gonna cake you, or I'm gonna pillow you. So I kind of do a cock back, but it's like you want to keep it level, so it's more of a push, boom.
You know what? Not bad. All right, now that they're not joking around, I'm pretty sure this is when they start talking prices. Let's see how they do.
All right, well, you got to meet Steve Aoki for the second time.
Very cool.
So let's talk about what you're gonna sell these to me for.
Okay.
Realistically, maybe 700.
Ooh, that was a big cut down there. 700 instead of 2,000. I mean, I expected it a little bit because I didn't think it was going to stay at 2, but let's see what she says.
I think if we could do 8, that would be good.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't think he's going to take that. Like, 800 for both of these is pretty crazy, especially when the Steve Aoki Pop was only like $12, and I'm pretty sure it's not much higher than that, but we'll see what Chum says.
You know what? I think I could do 800. If my boss gets that mad at me, I'll just buy the cards myself.
Perfect.
All right, I'll meet you down at the pawn shop. It's just right down the street, and I'll get you paid there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
He went for it. $800. I mean, he said he would buy back the cards if it was a little high, so maybe he knew it was a little bit more. I don't know, but either way, let's see what they're actually worth. And I think the best thing to start with here is just looking up the normal Steve Aoki Pop, because I feel like it's not much more than like retail. Okay, so I found his original figure, the exclusive one, and that's only going for $13, which is a little less than I expected. I assumed it was gonna be a little bit more pricey than that, especially because it was limited edition. But now, let me check on the other one. $8. Hey, that's it? Kinda crazy considering they paid $800 for both of them. But then again, the cards could be more limited and maybe the signature adds a little bit. Let me see what they've got going on there. Oh, no. Pop price guide here says it's going for $55. So they took like the average sales on eBay, Mercari, wherever it is online, and it's 55 bucks. And I'm checking here, it's the same type of signature. It's not gold. On this one here, it's pink, but I don't really think that matters. Wow. $55. And the most recent one was sold like about a month ago. But now hold on everybody, we've got to find the Steve Aoki Topps cards, because maybe that could be a lot more. Okay, I found it here, the exact one. It's on eBay right now for $54. And there's 4 of them available. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find these signed. I'm not seeing anything about that. So I'm sure with the Pop only being worth like $55, it might be like a $100 box. And so in total there, that was about $150 worth of product that they paid $800 for, which seems kinda crazy in my opinion. So I don't know, everybody. Let me know what you guys think, because last time we actually reacted to one of these clips with the Stan Lee when everybody was saying it was legit, but the authenticator said it wasn't. So So I really don't know what's going on there, and I'm not saying that these things are fake, I'm just saying that was a little bit much for how much they're actually worth, and this was a few months ago, so maybe it was higher then, but I doubt that much. But anyways, everybody, it was super fun reacting to that because it's always fun to see Funko Pops on television. I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow!